Hi everyone, welcome back to another video. Today's video is going to be a review video. Now I know I told you guys a few months ago that I was going to try and do 2 reviews a month. And I was doing good until I only did it for 1 month. But last month when I was going to make all my videos, I got really sick and really sick, and I lost my voice. And so I really couldn't make videos until the late part of March. And it was too late. I already had too many videos I had to do anyway, and it ended up, most of the videos ended up going into April, and it was just too hectic, and so I didn't make reviews for March. But I'm going to try to make up for that by doing 4 reviews this month. I'm trying. I have 1 review already today. There's another one I want to do. I'm going to do, dual reviews. This review is going to be on 3 books. Which you can't even see the 3rd one. There, it's poking out. So this one's going to be on 3 books, the next one's probably going to be on 2. So yeah, I'm just going to, combine reviews, but yeah, I'm going to try and get those out for you guys. But yeah, this review, like you saw, is on the Red Queen series, or at least the first 2 books, plus the, oh god, I have to get it, the bind-up novellas Cruel Crown. So that's what this review is going to be of. Now, fair warning, okay, after I talk about these 2, I'm not going to spoil these 2 I'm not going to spoil Red Queen, I think, until I get into Glass Sword. I'm going to just, talk about, what the story's about and how I felt about it, and the same with this. I might do a little spoiling in this, I'm not so sure. It's not really spoiling though, because these are prequel novellas, so they're set before Red Queen. So anything I say is pretty much you get from Red Queen. So again, a little spoiling maybe. But this one, I will probably have some major spoilers for Red Queen. I won't spoil Glass Sword. I believe what I'm gonna do is make a separate review for spoiler discussion, because I'm going to have to talk about this, and I'm going to have to spoil it in that discussion. I have so much to say about this book. So yeah, I think I'm going to have a separate spoiler discussion for this book. But I did want to add it into this one, and where it could be non-spoilery. It won't be, it'll all be good, but again, I will probably make a separate one where it will be spoilery. Alright, so let's go and talk about Red Queen. Now again, this is Red Queen by Victoria Aveyard, and this book is about 2 different type of people. There is the Silverbloods, which are like the gods of this world. They're like royalty. They rule the world pretty much because they have special powers. They can summon like lightning, or can make metal or stuff like that, can summon fire from their hands, stuff like that. They are, they're special, they're like gods, kind of. And then there are the Red Bloods, which are just normal, ordinary people, who are being used by the Silvers. The Silvers pretty much use them to, fight their wars and stuff. So this follows our main character, Mare, who is a Red Blood, and she is near the age of conscription, which is like drafting. It's pretty much just like drafting. It's the age where if you don't have a job lined up, or if you're not already working or stuff like that, you will have to go fight in the war. And she is really close. And she doesn't have a job, and she's worried about it, that she's going to be leaving her family. But something happens, and she gets a job in the Silver Palace, working, of course, for the Silvers. She's just like a servant or a maid or whatever. And during that time, she awakens her powers, and she finds out she has silver powers, but she's a Red Blood, so they have to make it seem like she's a long-lost Silver that was raised by Reds, even though she's a Red Blood. with silver powers. And that's impossible. It's never happened. At least that's what she thinks. So it's really, really good. I really like this. I liked Mare. I thought she was a decent main character. I love the characters in here. There were some that was so-so. And there were times I wanted to, like, just slap some characters. But I really liked it. I enjoyed it. There was, like, so much, like, there was court intrigue, which I love court politics. I just love going through that. And I was really surprised by this because there was a lot of mixed reviews and some people really didn't like this book at all. And I can see where some people didn't like it. I could totally see that. But I liked it. I thought it was good. It was semi-original. And again, I really enjoyed it. Mare was good. There was some romance, which I was really liking. The ending just, like, flipped oh my god, it just, like, blew me away. I didn't see it coming, and usually I can see an ending coming, you know, it could be predictable. This one, really, I mean, it's semi-predictable, but not, you know, like, you're like, wait, what? No! So, I mean, that's how I felt, like, you just don't think that's gonna happen. But it did, and it was just like, whoa. But yeah, I liked it. I liked the ending, and I liked main characters, and I liked the side characters. Oh, and also, in this book, there's also, see, there's, like, so much in this book you forget. There's also, rebels. There's a rebel faction called the Scarlet Guard, who are Reds fighting the Silvers. So that's, like, a main key point in this as well. And I didn't want to forget to tell you because it does come up in, you know, in these next couple books. But yeah, I really liked it. I really enjoyed it. So yeah, this was good. I ended up giving this one a 4 out of 5 stars. So yeah. And then I moved on, of course, to Cruel Crown, which is again the bind up of 2 novellas that are set before the events of Red Queen. And really, I love these covers. So one thing really working for them, these covers are just so pretty, you know? I think I like this one more. I don't know, I just really like that. So this one has got 2 novellas, like I said, set before the events of Red Queen. Now, the first one is called Queen Song, and it follows Queen Corianne, who is the late wife of the king in Red Queen. Now, his former wife died, of course, and he remarried this other woman. And you get the point of view of the first wife, Queen Corianne, and this is her life before she met the king and while she was married to him and before she died. And I really, really loved Queen Corianne. I thought her life, or her point of view was really good, her perspective. There's characters in here that I really loved, and I had wished they had been in Red Queen because I would have totally loved. I would have probably, if one of the characters, Robert, was in Red Queen, I probably would have bumped it up. Or there's another character, but that's not until Steel Scars. But that character from Steel Scars was in Red Queen. I probably would have bumped it up more. But yeah, I really, really loved Queen Song. The king in this one, okay, the king in Red Queen, not good at all. I don't want to swear, but if I would, I'd be saying some words, some choice words here. But in Queen Song, you could totally tell he really loved Queen Corianne, and you could totally tell he doesn't love this woman that he's married to now. But I loved her. I love the characters in here. I loved everything about this novella, and I ended up giving it a 5-star rating. It was really, really good. And then I went into Steel Scars, which is Captain Farley's point of view, or her perspective. Captain Farley is a captain in the Scarlet Guard, which is why I wanted to mention that. This is before she goes to, I don't even remember where, I think it's the Stilts? I don't remember, wherever Mare lives, that's where Farley had to go to. So this is before she has to go. Oh, this is Glass Sword that I'm looking at. So the only thing is that I liked Farley and Red Queen. I thought she was a solid side character. I liked her, but in here I just felt when she has her own story, it's kind of boring. And you know, I felt like, yeah, there's like rebellion, like this is a rebellious faction or whatever, but I just felt bored while reading it. And then there was these orders that she, you know, got, and I just felt like that was really repetitive. And I'm really sorry if you can hear the dogs fighting in the back. I hate that. It happens every time I try to make a video. But yeah, I mean, I just felt that was really boring. But there was one person that I really loved, and that was Shade. I love Shade. I love him so much. And if he was in Red Queen, I would totally have bumped it up. Again, if Robert and Queen Corian and Shade were in Red Queen, it probably would have gotten a 5-star rating. But because those characters weren't, I just, you know, it suffered. It totally suffered. But Shade really, even though he's only like towards the end, he really made this story, or at least he like gave it extra points for me. I love him. He's funny. He's like kind of snarky. I love him, and I ended up giving that a 2-star rating. But if Shade wasn't it, it would have been a 1-star rating. So that's why I love Shade. But yeah. So all in all, I pretty much give this like a 4 or 4.5 because I really love Queen's song. So yeah. Alright guys, this is where I'm going into Glass Sword. So if you haven't read Red Queen, you might want to just end this video now. But yeah, like I said, really liked this one. I gave it a 4-star rating, and I gave this one a 4.5 star rating. Those were really good. So if you haven't checked out Red Queen, I would recommend Red Queen. I would. So yeah, again, if you haven't read Red Queen, probably end this video right now, because I'm about to spoil it, going into Glass Sword. Alright, so this Glass Sword, this is the sequel, of course, and, oh, forgot I got a poster with that. And this sets right after the events of the ending of Red Queen. They're on the run from Maven. Mare is joining the Scarlet Guard with Cal, and it's insane. Like, there's so much, like, it's so insane. So, right after Red Queen, I was really, like, I was like, yeah, this is good. Like, this, it's gonna go in a really, really good way. And there was, it's like a prison break in here. They're also, like, the main point of this book is they're finding the list, or they're finding the people on the list that are just like Mare. The, forgot what they called them. I can't remember what they called them, but it was the Reds that have silver abilities. But yeah, there's a list of them that you got in Red Queen, and that's what they're doing. They're going after those people to try and save them from being killed by Maven and his evil mother. Oh man. I did not see Maven being the main villain. I totally saw his mother being the main villain though, but Maven, I loved Maven. And I knew it. I loved him too much. Like, I was rooting for Cal, but then it was like Cal was like a douche. And Maven was just so nice. And then at the end of Red Queen, he's so awful. I hate him. But oh my god, he's even worse than Glass Sword, believe me. He is bad. So, yeah, a lot of stuff happened. But if I'm being honest, and thing is that a lot of stuff happened, but I didn't care. And I hated that. Okay, Red Queen and Cruel Crown I probably read in the 3-4 days, maybe, tops. You know, maybe. But this took me weeks. Because I hated Mare. I don't know what happened from Red Queen to here, but she just became this total... she totally, like, she's got no emotion whatsoever. She's just like a robot, you know, and I hated her. And then when she started having emotion, it was the wrong emotion to have. oh my god, like I just wanted to slap her like every moment, and I just wanted to like, oh my god. I was really hoping at the end of this she was gonna die. Like really, I hated her. And that's awful. And that really made this book suffer bad. Like literally, like the characters make this book, and none of the characters except for Shade, thank God he's in this book. Believe me, thank God. I mean, he is in the end of Red Queen. So I did sort of lie that he wasn't in Red Queen, but he's only like the very end. So he technically really wasn't in it. But he is in Glass Sword, which was like high marks for that, but I was not happy with this book whatsoever. Like they tried, there was some kind of like seer that could see into the future, and there was something like that. I'm not really going to spoil it, but again, I'm going to save that for another video. But oh my god, guys. And this, what really sucks is that a lot of like booktubers, like Jesse the Reader, and I can't think of anybody else, but they love this book. Why couldn't I? Like, how? I don't even understand how they could love it, because Mare totally, like, she was doing fine, and then she just went, I don't understand, like, literally no emotion whatsoever. And all she was focused on was this one thing, and she didn't care who got killed in the process. That's what really pissed me off. That's what, oh man. This is why I have to make a spoiler discussion review, because I need to, Mare just annoys me. Like, really, I was really happy with this series. And then I went to Glass Sword, and I don't want to pick up the next book. I don't care. You know, there are books where the main character dies, and I hate it. And I'm like, why would you do that? Why? This book, if she killed off Mare, I'd probably be happy with it. I'd probably end up wanting to read it then. And that sucks, because Mare was so good in Red Queen, and she's so bad in Glass Sword. She's just got a one-track mind, and she just doesn't care about anybody else. And that really pisses me off. Oh my god. And then she expects, like, all these people to just follow her. Like, you guys understand, like, I'm doing this for you, and I'm like, you're doing this for yourself, so don't even try to get them on your side. Oh man. Okay, yeah. See, this is, I'm probably gonna have to do a spoiler discussion review, because literally, I wanted Mare to die at the end. I did. And that's awful. But, so if you guys couldn't tell, I ended up giving this a 1 star. Shade couldn't even save it. So, if you have read Red Queen and Crow Crown and Glass Sword, if you've read Glass Sword, check out, well, when I have the video up, the next review I have, because it's going to be Glass Sword spoiler, because I'm going to have to talk about it. I was just so upset. Alright guys, thanks so much for watching. That's my review of this series. Again, I loved Red Queen. I would totally recommend Red Queen and Crow Crown, but after that, I can't recommend, I just can't recommend Glass Sword. Again though, that's my opinion. A lot of people loved it. So, you know, you might really like it. I'm just stating my opinion on it, and I didn't personally like it. So, again, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.